श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम। Please do the invocation. मीना जी आपका म्यूट पे है शायद
जी।
नहीं अब ठीक
अभी चलो।
हाँ।
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। अखंड मंडलाकारं तन्दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वराय पादपङ्कजम्। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता। सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
So 165 धर्माधारा धनाध्यक्षा धनधान्य विवर्धिनी विप्रप्रिया विप्ररूपा विश्वभ्रमणकारिणी। धर्माधारा धर्म की आधार आधार means that which is upholding. So dharma is upheld by her. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानाम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानां सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Sri Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita. So same way she is also, she keeps on manifesting. She comes as Kali to destroy Raktabija. She comes as Brahmari to destroy the Brahmarasur. She comes as Mukambika to destroy Mukasur. She keeps on coming every time. So same way, even in the three Rahasyas after the Saptashati, she clearly says that whenever there is a need for me to come, I promise that I will come and do this. We have to invoke her for that promise for us, so that we remain on the path of dharma all the time. Because all these enemies, Mukasur means the asur who is silent, which means when we see something wrong and we do not act, we are behaving like Mukasur. Then we have desires. One desire you meet, another desire comes. Raktabija. हर एक डिजायर के पीछे और 4 डिजायर आते हैं. तो एक रसगुल्ला खा लिया तो बोलते ये रसगुल्ला ठीक नहीं था. दूसरा रसगुल्ला कहाँ, वो नोकुर का रसगुल्ला के लिए पास में जाते हैं. नोकुर का खाया तो बोलते नहीं वो भीमनाग का. ये एक के पीछे एक रक्तबीज. We feel pride, Shumbha. We feel anger, Mahishasur. We feel lust, Mahishasur. Anger, Nishumbha. All of these are inside us. We have to invoke her to kill her, all of that. Therefore, she is Dharmadhara. Dhanadhyaksha. Dhanadhyaksha is actually Kuber. But how did Kuber become Kuber? Kuber became Kuber by worshipping Devi. So what does the word Dhanadhyaksha mean? That she and Kuber are the same, which means devotee and the person on whom devotion is given. Bhagwan और भक्त दोनों सेम है. भक्त और भगवान दोनों सेम है, and hence धनाध्यक्षा. धनधान्य विवर्धिनी. She who increases the dhana and dhanya. Dhanya means grains. She who increases prosperity. Vipra Priya. Vipra means the person who is a Brahmin. What is a Brahmin? A Brahmin is a person who knows Brahman. Brahman janati iti brahmana. Brahman janati iti brahmana. तो ये दोरी पहनने से ब्राह्मण नहीं बनता है, ब्राह्मण को जानना पड़ता है. तो ब्राह्मण को जानने से वो ब्राह्मण बनता है. तो फिर हम लोग क्या हैं? तो हम लोग ब्रह्म बंधु हैं. ब्राह्मण को जानने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और उनके साथ बंधुत्व कर रहे हैं, जिनके साथ we will be able to reach Brahman. So we are Brahma Bandhus. We are not Brahmins. So who is Vipra Priya? She loves those people who have attained moksha. She loves those people who have known Brahman. So it also means Pandit. Vipra Priya means she who loves Pandits. Pandits means people who know the Vedas. Even by heart, even if you know, because she is Vak. And you have known her at least in the sthula form, in the gross form. You have not done your manan. You have not done reflection. No nididhyasan has been done. Even then, at least you have attempted to know her in the grossest form. And therefore, she likes you. Vipra Rupa. She is the form of that knowledge. Vipra Rupa. Vishwa Brahmana Karini. Brahman. Vishwa means this universe. Brahman means the rotation. Rotation ka matlab sthiti, shrishti, sthiti, lay. Shrishti, sthiti, lay. This movement, this cycle, this continuous cycle of the creation to dissolution is called Brahmanam. Brahmanam means to roam around. So this cyclical movement, she is the one who causes this. Vishwa Brahmana Karini. Next sloka. Vishwagrasa Vidrumabha Vaishnavi Vishnurupini Ayoni Ryoni Nilaya Kutastha Kula Rupini. Vishwagrasa. Grass ka matlab niwala, right? One but that which you put into your mouth, right? एक निवाला, उसको ग्रास बोलते हैं. तो ग्रासा जो ग्रहण करती है, कैसे ग्रास करती है? In one gulp. This entire universe, she can just gulp it down. That is how she destroys it. It just, and it is gone. And the next breath, it comes out. And between these two, some crores of our years have gone. So, Vishwagrasa. Vidrumabha. Vidruma ka matlab hota hai coral. Coral is red in color. So again, we come back to her original, what is the first line of the Dhyana shlokas? Sinduraruna, right? So Sindur ka color वापस यहाँ आ गया. Vidrumabha. Abha is obviously glowing. She glows like coral. Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi sounds very simple, but if you dive deeper into this name, it has 4 meanings. Vaishnavi means she is the wife of Vishnu. Number 1. Number 2, Vaishnavi can also mean she is the mother of Vishnu. विष्णु को उत्पन्न करने वाली देवी, क्योंकि देवी के त्रिगुणात्मिक रूप में से जिस 3 गुणों को जब उन्होंने अलग किया, तो रजस से ब्रह्मा, सत्व से विष्णु और तमस से शिव की उत्पत्ति हुई. तो विष्णु की उत्पत्ति भी देवी से ही होती है, इसीलिए वो वैष्णवी है. वैष्णवी है, रौद्री है, रुद्र की उत्पन्न की है, ब्राह्मी है, ब्रह्मा की उत्पन्न की है उसने. So the second, she is the mother of Vishnu. Third, she is also the destroyer of enemies. विष्णु का काम क्या है? शत्रु विनाश. संभवामि युगे युगे, बेचारा आते रहता है, आते रहता है, आते रहता है. हम लोग उसको वापस बुलाना पड़ता है, वापस बुलाना पड़ता है. वो बार-बार बोलता है, हर तरीका इन लोग को कब सुधरेगा इन लोग. तो वैसे ही she also keeps coming down. So she is Vaishnavi. And fourth, Vaishnavi means she is Vishnu herself. Vishnu is nothing but a male form of Devi. And hence the next name Vishnu Rupini. Vishnu का रूप धारण करने वाली, या विष्णु ने विष्णु को रूप जिस तरह से मिला वो है देवी, विष्णु रूपिणी. अयोनिर योनि निलया, यहाँ दो वर्ड है. अयोनि, yoni means cause. Yoni also means the place from which birth happens. So she has no abode. She does not have a place where she lives. Ayoni, उसकी कोई रहने की जगह नहीं है. Why does she have no place to live? Because this entire world is herself. The world lives in her. She cannot live in the world. So she is Ayoni, right? And Ayoni also means that she has therefore given the birth to entire this. So she has not been given birth to, but the entire universe has come from her. And therefore the next name along with it is Yoni Nilaya. She stays in the Yoni, which means she is the one who gives birth to this entire universe. She is Maya. She is Prakriti. She is Para Prakriti. Para Prakriti, Para Maya, Mahamaya. That is Yoni Nilaya. So Jagat Karanam Brahmadinam Nitaram Laya Yasya Sa. That is the meaning. That is what is given in the text, which means that Jagat Karanam Brahmadinam, from Brahma to Nitaram Laya, and Nitaram continuously, she in whom all these words are merged also. Laya Yasya Sa. That is that which is called Yoni Nam. She is the Yoni. Then Ayonir Yoni Nilaya Kutastha. Kuta, the word can mean ignorance. So she who dwells in ignorance. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Bhranti Rupena Samstita. Last one. Bhranti Rupena Samstita. Bhranti, confusion. Why is there confusion? Because she is the one who causes the confusion. She is the one who is Maya. She is the one who is covering us. The same Maya is also in the form of knowledge, but in the form of Maya, she can cover us. Another meaning of Kuta, Kutastha means lives in ignorance. Another meaning of Kutastha is Kuta is the anvil. You know the anvil, जो जिसके ऊपर में लोहार चीज को रख के पीटता है. जो लोहार एक चीज होता है ना, लोहा का बड़ा पीस होता है, इसके ऊपर में you beat the hot iron and then you bang it. Now the iron on which it is being banged, it changes its shape, but the anvil does not change shape. So Kutastha means she who does not change, जिसके अंदर में कोई change नहीं आता है. Brahman is unchanging, and hence it is also called Kutastha. Kutastha means that which does not undergo any change, like a Kuta. कूट के जैसे. कूटस्था. कुल रूपिणी. कुल रूपिणी हमारे जो कुल का पूरा रूप है, यानी कुल देवी इसीलिए बोलते हैं. Therefore most of the families you will find that the family deity is always the Devi, because Kula is progenited, it is progressed through the women side, not the male side, and hence Kula Rupini. She is Kula Rupini. Next, Veera Goshti Priya Veera Naishkarmyanada Rupini Vijnana Kalana Kalya Vidagdha Benda Vasana. Veera Goshti Priya. Veera Goshti. Veera means those who are brave. What is the people who are brave? People who are brave means not people who take up a sword and fight, but people who take up the sword of discrimination and fight with their own ignorance. They are the people who are brave. Viragana, we saw that name earlier also, similar name. So she who is attached to those people who are Veera. And then he says, Veera Goshti Priya, Veera. She herself is supremely heroic. Why? Because she, when she manifested in the form of Parvati, she then transcended her own limitation of being born in a human form and showed to all of us how we can become also that. Therefore, she did the tapasya. So therefore, with great valor, she is the Veera. Naishkarmya. Naishkarmya means she who has no obligatory performances. She has no obligatory performances. She does not have to do Upanayanam, Sandhya, Jatakarma. She does not have any obligations. She does not have any karma to do. And yet she does. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I have no actions to be done. I have no need for the fruits thereof. And yet I act in the world. That is what she is representing here by saying she is Naishkarmya. She is in the form of Nada Rupini. Nada Rupini. Nada means sound. What is the sound? Sound is the first manifestation of creation. From sound, space got created. Right? So sound comes first from space, then from space we get the feeling of touch, and therefore from touch comes air, and so on and so forth. So Nada, she is the first source of all creation. Nada also means Omkar. So it is, she is also Omkar Rupini. So Nada Rupini. Vijnana Kalana. Vijnana Kalana. Vijnana here means Brahma Sakshatarasya. Sakshatkarasya. Sakshatkar meeting. Sakshatkar means to interview, to meet. Somebody who has interviewed Brahman. Right? How do you interview Brahman? By becoming Brahman. You cannot interview Brahman otherwise. Right? Brahma vid Brahmaiva bhavati. So she has known Brahman, and hence she is Vijnana Kalana. She has the understanding or the realization of Brahman. Kalya. Kalya means she has kala. She has kala, arts. She is full of arts. She is Kalya. Vidagdha. She is, Dagdha means to be
जलना
नहीं वो हिंदी वर्ड दहन से नहीं है ये. दग्ध का मतलब होता है कुछ काम निपुणता, to be able to do something very efficiently. Vidagdha vishesha rupena dagdha, which means she is able to do things very beautifully. So look at this entire universe. Nothing is out of place. If the moon was only 10 feet closer to the earth, then the tides would be different. Creation would not have happened. If the earth was 10 feet away from its orbit, the temperature would have dropped by 2 degrees. Creation would not have happened. It is all exact. Everything is so precisionally oriented through nature. That is Vidagdha. Not that she can stitch beautifully or she can sing beautifully. Yes, of course she can do all that. But look at the cosmic level at which her intelligence has worked. When we just look out, Gurudev used to always say this. If you can look at the world and yet not feel the presence of divinity, then your heart has become stone. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Oh, very simple. Sit, do japa. His answer to everything was japa. So do japa, do japa, do japa. So anyway, so Vidagdha, Baindavasana. Baindavasana means she who lives in the Bindu. Bindu means the central point of the Neru Chakra. The Sri Chakra ka jo central point hai, it also indicates what is the Sri Chakra indicate. The Sri Chakra indicates the entire creation, the universe, and so on and so forth. So she is the center point of that entire universe. So another meaning of Baindava will mean all the collection of all Bindus is her, which means every place wherever there is a burst of creation happening, it is happening through her. Because that creation only happens when the Bindu is there, right? From the Bindu, the expansion happens. Vasana. Tattvadhika tattvamayi tvattvam arthaswarupini samagana priya saumya sada shiva kutumbini tattvadhika. So tattvas are the one we can say the tattvas are the panchatattva. Right? And adhika, she has transcended, she has crossed. So tattva ko cross kar jane wali, yani tattvo ke pare hai wo. So tattva adhika. That is one meaning. Another meaning of tattva can also mean tanmatras. Tanmatras means the sound, touch, etc., etc. So she has transcended those tattvas also. Then if you go to Sankhya, then there are 24 tattvas. So all the 24 tattvas she has crossed. Adhika means she has crossed. Tattva Mayi, she understands all, however, she has crossed them, but she understands them. She has not crossed them by in ignorance. She has crossed them by knowing them. Tattva Mayi. Tattvam Artha Swarupini. She is the meaning of the word tattva, of the meaning tat, sorry. When we say tattvamasi, right, the rishis could not express Brahman. So they said that, tat. You are that, tattvamasi. Where that is, the mind cannot reach. What is that? Oh, that. What is that? Oh, it exists. Really? Yes, and it is aware. Acha, acha. And it is in the nature of happiness. Oh, you call it Sachidananda. That is its attribute. What is it? That. That is how we expressed. She is that. So here it says, Tattvam Arthaswarupini. Tattvam Arthaswarupini. She is that. That in the Veda Vakya, that of which is there is being expressed in the form of in the cosmic sense, the Brahman, in the individual sense, the Jiva. All both of them are called, or the Atman. These are called Tattva. Tat. And she is the meaning of that. She is the Swarup of that. Samagana Priya. Samagana. Sama means the Vedas, the Sama Veda, the mantras are recited in a sing-song manner through singing. So, ahu, ah, like that it will go. So all those the sing-song, the song of the Sama is very dear to her. For that matter, in chapter 10, Sri Krishna says, of all the Vedas, I am Sama Veda. So the beauty of the rhythm, the beauty of the song is what she is looking. And then she is Saumya. Saumya means two meanings. Saumya means somebody who is Sa Uma. Sa Uma. Right? Which means she is Shiva with Uma. One meaning. Saumya means when you do the Soma Homam, Soma Yagya, then she becomes pleased. And another meaning of Saumya means as pleasing as the Soma, as pleasing as the moon. As pleasing as the moon. See, when the moon rises, we all feel happy. Every time anybody looks at the moon rising, or even the sun rising, you feel happy, right? That beauty of that moon or the sun which is rising, Saumya. Nobody likes the sun in the middle of the day. That is time it is Bhaskar. In the beginning of the day, it is Dinakar and it is beautiful. It is Saumya. Sadashiva Kutumbini. Sadashiva Kutumbini, she is the wife of Sadashiva. She is the wife of Sadashiva. So all those forms, Shuddha Vidya, then Ashwarudha, then Shyamala, Dandini, all these forms, these are only forms. She actually is the wife of Sadashiva. Then next one. Savyapa Savya Margastha. Swargapa Swarga Margastha. Sarva Padvinivarini. So Savya, Savya and Apasavya. So what he says is Apasavya. Savya means the path of the gods. So when we are doing the puja for deities, then we wear the thread from the left shoulder to the right hip. Then, which is called the Savya. Then when you do Pitru Tarpan, that time you change this and you put it on this side and it goes the opposite side. So that is called Apasavya. So both of these marg are very different from each other. For that matter, Achamanam, right? Drinking water from your palm. There are 4 different types of Achamanam that are done. For ourselves, the Achaman has to happen from here. So the water is put in the middle of the palm and is rolled into the mouth, not You don't suck it. It is rolled into the mouth. That is called
Pardon please.
हाँ जी.
दोबारा बताएं इसको.
So जब आचमन करते हैं तो हाथ के बीच में पानी लेकर जब हाथ ऊंचा करते हैं, फिर हाथ को सिर्फ ऊंचा करना है, करके चूसना नहीं है. तो अपने आप जो पानी गुड़क के इधर से जब वो मुंह के अंदर में आता है, ये आत्मा आचमनम, खुद के लिए यहां से होता है. तो देव को आचमन देने के लिए कैसे करेंगे? देव को आचमन उंगलियों से, स्पेशली ये 2 उंगलियों से. तो पानी हाथ के अंदर में लेकर हाथ जब सीधा टेढ़ा करेंगे तो यहां से पानी निकल जाएगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड देव आचमन. यहाँ इन दोनों उंगलियों के बीच से. ऋषियों को आचमन कहां से दिया जाता है या तर्पण कैसे किया जाता है? ऋषि को पानी यहां से दिया जाता है. तो ऋषियों को पानी देते समय ऐसे करके पानी देते हैं, यानी यहाँ पानी है, ऐसे करते हैं हाथ, यहां से पानी देता है. और पितरों को पानी कहां से देंगे? तो एक बाकी रह गया, इधर से उंगली अपने थंब और इंडेक्स फिंगर के बीच वाले जगह से. तो ऐसे हाथ उल्टा से पानी दिया जाता है. तो जब भी कोई किसी को सर्व करते हैं ना, तो मैं जब किसी पब्लिक फंक्शन में देखता हूँ तो कभी काफी बार दिखता है कि कोई हाथ ऐसे उल्टा करके सर्व करके जा रहा है, क्योंकि वो दाहिने हाथ से सर्व कर रहा है, लोग उसके दाहिने साइड पे ही बैठे हैं, तो उसको उल्टा चलना पड़ेगा ना सीधा देने के लिए. तो वो ऐसे 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 करके सर्व करके जाता है. और मैं सोचता हूँ चलो एटलीस्ट इसको तो पता है कि हम लोग सब एक्चुअली भूत है. बाकी लोग जो खा रहे हैं उनको अभी भी पता नहीं है कि वो भूत हो गए, मगर इसको तो एटलीस्ट पता है. तो सर्व करते समय सीधे हाथ से सर्व किया जाता है, क्योंकि वो जीवित है. तो सव्य अपसव्य मार्गस्था, जो तीनों मार्गों के बीच में, सव्य और अपसव्य के बीच में मिडिल पाथ भी है, मध्य मार्ग भी है. इन तीनों मार्गों के अंदर रहने वाली कौन है, इसकी उपलक्ष्य कौन है, इस मार्गों का उपलक्ष्य कौन है, इस लक्ष्य कौन है, उद्देश्य कौन है, वो देवी है. सो सर्व्य अपसर्व्य मार्गस्था.
Excuse me,
Yes.
can you please repeat that savya apasavya meaning?
Savya means the path of the gods, of the devas, and apasavya means the path of the pitrus.
Okay.
Sarva padvi nivarini. So sarva apad nivarini. Sarva apada nivarini. If you do the sandhi of this, apada means the dangers, calamities. What are the calamities? The calamities are so the commentator says the calamities are, if you commit a sin, then you will become a worm, you will become a bird, you will become a cat. No, those are not the calamities. The calamities that are in front of us is our vasanas. And our vasanas cause those arising of all those waves of ego, and therefore the ego, the vasana, the aham, the chitta, and all of that starts acting. Those calamities, she is the one who removes all the dangers of that. Swastha. Sorry, where am I? Yes, swastha. Swastha means swa is self. Stha means we have seen staying. So she has abided in her own self. Gurudev always used to say, the aim of a meditator should be to abide in oneself. Abide in oneself meaning to be able to discover that one is that, and then to remain in that all the time, even while working. That is called abiding in oneself. So all that she is doing, she is appearing to be so active, but all that activity is only the surface, the waves in the surface. What is in reality happening is that she is calm completely. There is no activity. She is Naishkarmya. So therefore she is Swastha. Swabhava Madhura. Swabhava Madhura. Madhura means that which is desirable. Madhura means that which is sweet, right? There are few people in this world who will say, I don't like sweets, but that is okay. But most people in general, people with standard tendencies will say that we like sweets. So Madhura means sweet. So therefore, that she who is by her very nature, she is desirable from everybody. Swabhava Madhura. Swabhava Madhura. Dhira. Dhira, the person who is wise. Also somebody who has patience. And obviously, she has a lot of patience. Otherwise, she will not be tolerating us. So we can see that she is actually patient with us. So she is Dhira. And then Dhira Samarchita. Dhira here will mean wise people, by scholars. So not the patient people. Here, the contextually, we have to understand. So Dhira Samarchita. She is worshipped by the Dhiras, by the people who are scholars. Next. Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya. Chaitanya Kusuma Priya. Sadodita Sada Tushta. Tarunaditya Patala. Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya. Arghya is one of the processes of the 16 Shodasha Upachar, all the 64 Upachar, whatever. It is one of the Upachars of any puja. So in our pujas, after the Prana Pratishtha is done, the deity is worshipped like a king, as if a very honored guest has come. So when a person comes, what do? We say, please baithiye. So asanam. Then that person is taken, or the person goes to the bathroom, washes his feet, right? Padyam. Then he washes his hands, arghyam. Then he drinks some water, you offer some water, achamanam. Then if he has traveled for a long time, from a long distance, then you give him some refreshment, madhuparkam, right? So madhuparkam is a concoction. Madhu, that is honey, dahi, sugar, ghee, all that is mixed together. It's a very highly nutritious, given in very small quantity. It will immediately refresh that person. And then he goes for, after madhuparkam, then he goes for snanam. Then after snanam, he comes out, you give him fresh clothes to wear, vastram. You then give him uttaryam, upavastram. Then you adorn that person, abharanam. You give him yajñopavitam. Then you put tilak, gandham, kumkumam. Then you bless him with akshatay, shobhanarthe akshatan samarpayami. उसके बाद फिर उनके साथ वार्तालाप करते हैं. तो उसको पहले फूलों की माला भी पहनाते हैं. उसके बाद फिर उनके साथ वार्तालाप करते हैं. वार्तालाप, सो ओम गणेशाय नमः, ओम निर्विघ्नकारकाय नमः, ओम सुमुखाय नमः, ओम एकदंताय नमः. So you are talking to him. Then after, so that is the way the process of upachars goes. Arghya is an important one of the upachar. Chaitanya Arghya Samaradhya. She is worshipped by the offering of one's own consciousness. Chaitanya Arghya Samaradhya. Very powerful name. What is the offering that she is looking for? She is looking for that one offering, which is the one, our own ego, our own consciousness. That is what she wants to be merged. Gurudev was once in Powai when somebody came and gave two very large, beautiful hibiscus flowers, and he put them on Gurudev's 2 feet. Gurudev looked at those flowers, he picked them up, said, very beautiful flowers, where did you get them from? And this man gave a very sheepish smile and said, yahi bagiche se leke aaya, from the ashram only. So Gurudev then gave a very naughty smile and said, acha, mera hi bagiche se mere phool ko tod ke mujhe de rahe ho. So this man was feeling very embarrassed. No need to feel embarrassed. See, Om Jai Jagdish Hare ki आरती में क्या गाते हो? तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा. तुम्हारे पास एक चीज है जो तुम्हारी है, वो तुम देने को तैयार हो क्या? और वो है तुम्हारा अहम, वो है तुम्हारा ईगो. Are you ready to sacrifice that? That is what is to be given. Gurudev के हर interaction में there was a learning. But Chaitanya Arghya Samaradhya, that is what this learning is. Chaitanya Arghya Samaradhya. Chaitanya Kusuma Priya. For her, the flower that is to be offered is Chaitanya. Chaitanya Kusuma. Kusuma means flower. So when we offer, right? Om Sumukhaya Namaha Durvankura Samarpayami. Om Ekadantaya Namaha Durvankura Samarpayami. When we worship Ganesha, we give Durva flowers. Durva leaf, grass. Right? When we worship Shiva, we give Belpatta. Tridalam Triguna Karam त्रिनेत्रं च त्रियायुधं त्रिजन्म पाप संहारम एक बिल्वम शिवार्पणम। ओम नमः शिवाय। एक बिल्वम चढ़ा दिया। देवी को चढ़ाने के लिए कौन सा फूल? अपने ईगो का फूल, चैतन्य कुसुम प्रिया। चैतन्य कुसुम प्रिया। सदोदिता, सद सदोदिता, उदित मीन्स जो उठी हुई है। सदा उदिता, सदा उदिता। कौन उठता है? सूर्य उठता है, सूर्य उगता है, उदित होता है, सदा उदित है। शी इज ऑल द टाइम bright, she is all the time glowing. Why? Because she is in the form of consciousness across this entire universe. The consciousness that is there in these plants that I can see in front of me and the consciousness that is in me is the same, and it is all she. Sadavodita, sada tushta, sada tushta. Sada tushta means there are two. This can be broken off in two names. Sada, just sada, always. She has existed always. Some commentators, however, put this as sada tushta. Tushta means satisfied, right? Namastasyai 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 namo namah ya devi sarva bhuteshu tushti rupena samstita. Tushti, satisfaction. She is always satisfied. Why? Because she has no wants. Why? Because there is nothing that she has to get. She does not, she is everything. Sada tushta. Tarunaditya patala. Tarunaditya means, Taruna means young, Aditya means sun. So patala means the reddish color or the shvetarakta color. So the red and white, the pink color is the patala. Patali pushpa karke, the arali flower, it's called the patali in Sanskrit. तो पाटली का जो फ्लावर है पिंक कलर का, अरली का फूल बोलते हैं, दैट फ्लावर इज पिंक इन कलर, दैट इज पाटला. So that is that color. So Tarunaditya Patala means she is of that pinkish color, according to the when the sun is rising, Taruna Aditya, that pinkish color of that sun. Actually, what it means is that she assumes different colors according to the functions that she is supposed to execute. In the form of Dasha Mahavidya, when she takes on the form of Dhumavati, she takes on the gray color of obscurity, like a fog. When she takes on the terrible form of Chinnamastika, she becomes red. When she takes on the form of the eternity of time, she becomes black in color and she is called Kali. So her color changes according to the function that she wants to execute. Tarunaditya Patala. Next shloka. Dakshina Dakshinaaradhya Darasmera Mukhambuja Kaulini Kevalanarghya Kaivalya Padadayini. Dakshina Dakshinaaradhya. It is one word. Dakshina Dakshinaaradhya. She who is worshipped by the offering of Dakshina. Dakshina. So, who is giving? By those people who are following the right path. Dakshina Aradhya. So, there are two paths. Right? There are two paths. Vamacharya, which is the left-handed path. And then there is the Dakshina Marga. Dakshina Marga means the right-handed path. The right-handed path, the Lalita Sahasranama typically talks of the right-handed path. It is not the Vamachara tantric method. So here the worship is through the right-handed. So at the right-handed path, how do they worship? They, at the end of every end of the Naivedyam, then what do we say? We give also Suvarna Pushpam. Suvarna Pushpam, Tambulam cha Suvarna Pushpam samarpayami. So we give the Dakshina also. Dakshina देने के बाद ब्राह्मण क्या करता है? उठ के चला जाता है ना? तो लक्ष्मी पूजा के अंदर में लक्ष्मी जी को दक्षिणा नहीं दी जाती है. देखिए कितने सेल्फिश है हम लोग. लक्ष्मी जी को पूजा करने के बाद बेचारी को बैठे रहना पड़ेगा ना, दक्षिणा के लिए वेट करना है. अरे दक्षिणा नहीं दे रहा है, ये उठूंगे कैसे? तो वो बेचारी बैठे रहती है, और वो बैठे रहती है तो आपको धन समृद्धि होती रहती है, तो इसीलिए उसको दक्षिणा नहीं दी जाती है. So the meaning is not that. The meaning is that when you want somebody to Shobhanarthe punaragamanaaya cha is how you ask somebody to go, right? Please come whenever you want to. But Lakshmi, you say, please stay here. Hence, symbolically, we don't offer dakshina. Dakshina, dakshinaaradhya. Darasmera mukhambuja. So, she has a lotus-like face, which has a small smile on it. She has dimples. Darasmera mukhambuja. She has small dimples on both sides of her cheek. Right? So, her lotus-like face is always with a dimple on her cheeks. That is the meaning of this. Darasmera mukhambuja. Such a beautiful name. Darasmera mukhambuja. Kaulini means she is I told you about this earlier. Kaula marga. So she is of the Kaula marga also. Kaulini kevala. So Kaulini, she is of the Kaula margis. Kevala means she is the only one. She is the only one. Now these two names are also joined together in some books. Therefore, Kaulini kevala. So Kaulini kevala will mean that she is the only one who has that kevala knowledge of the Kaulinis. तो केवल कौल मार्ग के जो लोग के पास जो केवल का नॉलेज है, वो नॉलेज सिर्फ उसी के पास है, इसीलिए उसको कौलिनी केवला ऐसे नाम दिया गया. अनर्घ्य, अनर्घ्य कैवल्य पददायिनी. अनर्घ्य कैवल्य पददायिनी means she is the so इस कैवल्य का जो पद है, कैवल्य का मतलब होता है मोक्ष, मुक्ति. So कैवल्य मुक्ति का जो की स्थिति है, to attain that स्थिति, she is the only one who can give it, and she does not need any arghya for giving it. Anarghya, without any arghya, without any worship, she is ready to give it. Where it is an infinite state of mukti. It is not that intermediate mukti. Not living in Swarga. It is the final liberation. And she bestows this only upon the worthy devotees who are anarghya. They have transcended all the rituals. Anarghya. They do not do any worship. But yet they are completely devoted to her. And for such people, she is ready to give mukti. Anarghya padadayini. Stotra priya. Okay, next two slokas. Next two lines. Stotra priya stuti mati. Shruti sanstuta vaibhava. Manaswini manavati. Maheshi mangala kritihi. Stotra priya, very easy to understand. Stotra, so jo stotra ko ki yes ko pasand karti hai. She who likes the stotra. Here the stotra specifically means Lalita Sahasranama. So she who is in love with Lalita Sahasranama. So there are 6 characteristics of a stotra. Stotra means first to be obeisance, which means to be doing naman. Then 2, blessings. It seeks blessings. 3, for the formulation of scriptural conclusions, what we are learning, the literal, the inner meaning. Praising of activities. We saw that. Bhandasura vadodhyukta. So praising of the activities. And then the glories, the explanation of all the glories of the particular god or goddess. And finally, the prayer. Please give. So all of these 6, they have to be there in a stotra. If it is to be called a stotra, all of these 6 have to be there. Again, I'm repeating. Firstly, the obeisance, naman karna, blessings, आशीर्वाद की प्राप्ति करना, स्क्रिप्चरल मीनिंग्स, वेदों के अंदर का अर्थ इसमें से निकलना चाहिए. 4th, इसके अंदर में इनके कार्यों की, लीला की प्रशंसा होनी चाहिए. 5th, उनकी महिमा की स्तुति होनी चाहिए. और फाइनली प्रार्थना होनी चाहिए. तो इन ऐसे किसी भी स्तोत्र की वो प्रशंसा, उसी की प्रशंसा से वो उसको पसंद है. स्तोत्र प्रिया, स्तोत्र प्रिया, स्तुति मति. She is the one who has the capacity to praise Shiva. She is the only one. She is she is related to stuti. Stuti means to be praised as an object. So she owns that object which is to be praised, which is what? Which is Brahman. And hence, she being Brahman, she is Stutimati.
I'm not able to hear you.
Nobody is able to hear?
Now I can hear. Now I can hear.
Okay. So
one question there. That 6 components you mentioned, no, Naman, Ashirvad, etc. That is which constitute the stotra, is it?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. After that, I couldn't hear.
Okay. So then Stutimati, she is the one who owns Stuti, which means she is the one who should be worshipped, who should be given Stuti. Then Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava. Vaibhava means जिसकी praise होती है, जिसके अंदर में विभू है, praise है, right? तो Vaibhava. श्रुति संस्तुत वैभवा, उसकी जितनी जो विभू है, जिसकी जो ग्लोरी है, जो श्रुति जो है, श्रुति मीन्स वेदस, वेदस किसको स्तुति करती है? उनको स्तुति करती है. श्रुति संस्तुत वैभवा. मनस्विनी, मनस्विनी, उनका माइंड इंडिपेंडेंट है. She is of independent mind. Her mind is not controlled by anybody else. Our mind is controlled. Controlled by what? By our vasanas. Her mind is uncontrolled. Manaswini. Manavati. She is conscious of her own dignity. Right? Another meaning, but that is not the actual meaning, at least for me. Mana here means pramana. Pramana means proof, measure. So she is Pramanavati. She is the proof of her own existence. She does not need extra proof. I do not need to do theory, theorem, and then write QED. Hence, Devi exists, QED. No, I do not need to do it. Is there any moment in time, ऐसा कभी एक समय आया है क्या कि अपने आप ने अपने आप का existence को doubt किया है? You have doubted the fact that you exist. But everything around you has changed. Your life has changed. Your external has changed. Your internal has changed. Your antakaran has changed. Your bahyakaran has changed. And yet I has existed. No proof for that I is required. That I is her. Pramanavati, not Manavati. Pramanavati. Maheshi. Maheshi is, she is the wife of Mahesha. Mahesha. Mangalakriti. Mangalakriti, she is the form of auspiciousness. Let us do the last shloka of Mahishasuramardini Stotra also. Any questions on till now? We have completed till 172.
Not direct question, but you were telling about Savya Pasavya, that is the Devas and Pitras path, sort of. So, and you said there is something Madhyama also.
So the is the Rishi path, the path of the Rishis.
Okay, okay. All right.
Rishi Marg.
Thank you.
Okay. So let us do the last shloka of the Mahishasuramartini Stotra. Ai mai dina dayalutaya kripayeva tvaya bhavitavyamume ai jagato janani kripayasi yathasi tathanumita sirate yaduchitamatra bhavat Tyurari kuruta durutapamapa kurute Jaya Jaya he Mahishasuramardini Ramyakapartini Shailasute. I mai, O my mother, Deena Dayalu, Deena miserable, Dayalu, Dayalu Taya, Dayalu your, Taya means by your, Taya by your pity. Your daya, your compassion, dayalu taya, kripa yeva, kripa, your grace, eva, in the same manner, tvaya, by you, bhavita, Bhavitavya, signifying I must, signifying that I must get. Bhavaniya, meaning to become. Uma is mother, Devi Durga. Bhavitavya mume. Bhavitavya mume. So here Bhavitavya means Bhavaniya Uma, to be becoming Durga. So what he is saying is, you who by becoming the goddess Durga, you have bestowed grace. Please, to this deen, become Dayalu and bestow the same grace. I, O mother, Jagato, this world, Jagata, Janani, mother, Kripayasi, your grace, the way your grace flows. Yathasi, in the same manner. Tathanu, Tatha means in that manner. Nu means laying stress on the preceding word. Tatha. Mita, Mita means to be throwing, to be scattering. Asira means arrows. The way you have thrown arrows at the enemies, the same way, O mother, please throw the arrows of grace on this Deena Dayalu. Yadu Chita Matra, Yada, whatever, Uchita, whatever you think is fit, Atra, in the proper place, Yadu Chitam Chita Matra, Bhavatyurari Kuruta Duru Tapam Apa Kurute. Bhavata, your honor, your worship, your puja. Urari means a particle or of expansion. The particle that expands. Kara means to be doing. Dura, that which is bad, which is difficult. Tapa means sorrow, pain. Apakaran, Apakaran means to be driving away. So with the arrows of your grace, in whatever way you think it is right, please drive away all the troubles in my life. Yaduchitamatra bhavatyurari kuruta durutapamapa kurute. So not in the way I want, in the way that you want to be removed, because sometimes your arrows of pain may be necessary for me to learn something, and they are also my blessings. Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shailasute. So this is the ending of that particular Tenali Raman's created beautiful 21 shlokas of the Mahishasura Mardini Stotra. Next session we will start with the Rajarajeshwari Stotra. So I will send it on the group, and from there then we will take off. We will start off while we are doing the few more shlokas left for the explanations. So we are today have finished at up to 172, and we have to go till 183, I think. Yes, 183. So we are another 2 sessions, possibly we should be able to finish.
When we are sending the Rajarajeshwari, please can you send the English version also?
Yeah, I'll send it in English. Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om